Ladies and gentlemen, life imprisonment, also known as a life sentence, is a sentence of imprisonment for a serious crime under which the convicted person is to remain in the jail for the rest of their life. So basically, the example of crimes that this person could receive this sentence include murder, human trafficking, drug dealing, and any other severe violent cases. So, we think that those who are sentenced to life imprisonment should be given the right to choose the death penalty simply because of our burden of proof, as that is the right thing to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, as a Prime Minister for today, I have 4 major tasks to do. Number 1, I'm going to tell you the grave problem that is happening in California. Number 2, I'm going to tell you about the solution to this problem. And number 3, I will tell you how both punishment, death penalty, and life imprisonment are proportionate to the degree of harm. And lastly, I will conclude my case altogether. So, in California, we are facing the problem of overcrowded prisons. The crime rate in California is actually increasing day by day. In most cases, the prisoners have to go the life imprisonment. The reason why this overcrowded prison is happening is because of most of them are drug dealers, are murderers, are human traffickers. Therefore, we can see that there is no space for the other prisoners to live in that prison, because there are so many criminals there, and there are so many people that have to go through in life imprisonment. Therefore, we can see the overcrowded prison is happening in California. And because of this thing, because of there are too many prisoners that have to be located in the state of California, 30,000 of prisoners must be transferred to another state, and also 30,000 of them must be released earlier than the exact period of them, getting a release from the prison. So, we think these problems do harm other parties and actually put another burden on the government. How? Number 1, when you have to transfer these prisoners to another state, you are actually harming another state to take care of these prisoners. And number 2, you are actually opening the door for the same crime to happen again by releasing these prisoners earlier than the exact period. Because we can't afford to take the risk, especially when we let them socialize in the society back. We are actually putting the life of the society at stake. Therefore, we come up with the idea of letting them choose the death penalty instead. So in this matter, we are not going to force them to choose death penalty, but we are creating another medium for them to choose whether they want to stay in the jail for the rest of their life, or they can choose to die instead. So when we're giving them the right to choose, we are not painting the fairy tale, the unicorns and rainbows, as if like you could escape from the punishment and you don't have to suffer by staying in that 4 walls alone. No, we're gonna let them suffer in this jail for 10 years. Then they can choose death penalty after suffering for 10 years in the jail. And they can choose death penalty after 10 years, and after the other punishment of theirs have been settled, just like caning and whatever, and if they want to, ladies and gentlemen. So why do we propose this case is very simple. The reason why we choose these indicators is because of we believe 10 years is long enough for them to suffer. We do torture them emotionally and mentally in the jail because they deserve to be tortured that way after committing a very severe crime, and especially after harming the society. And we also won't let them escape from their past mistake. If they need to be caned, they will be caned. Death penalty is not another alternative for them to escape. Instead, it is actually another form of punishment that is relevant and proportionate to the degree of harms committed. So after 10 years, we will give them the right to choose death penalty, because by the end, we acknowledge the fact that in both cases, they're gonna die anyways. So life imprisonment and death penalty both will give us the same result. Both punishment won't let them running around in society, live their lives just like normal person, because by the end of the day, both punishment won't let them socialize back to the society. Therefore, we think it is the right thing to do if we want to let them choose death penalty, because in both cases, they're gonna die. The difference is just the period of time when are they gonna die. Are they gonna die naturally, or they're gonna die through death penalty? So in fact, this method is much better. Number one, they will be mentally tortured in the jail for 10 years, and after that they will have to go through death penalty, which is another severe crime. So ladies and gentlemen, this will paint the image that there will be no escape for them for the things that they have done. Therefore, we give them the right to choose the death penalty. And we also deter the problems from happening again, and indirectly will educate the society not to commit the crime, because they will end up their life just like the unfortunate people out there. So this will reduce the problem of overcrowded prisons that is actually happening in California. So logically, people would rather choose to die rather than staying in the jail at the same part where you have to eat, poop, pee for more than 20 years there alone. And therefore, by implementing this method, we can curb this problem and bit by bit reducing the problems that we are facing nowadays. So whatever I told you for the last 6 minutes is very simple. Number one, I have clarified to the House that by implementing this method, I have clearly proven to the House that the problems in California is severe enough, and we do not want this thing to happen anyways. And number two, I have clarified to you why by letting them choose death penalty is better, and how this punishment is actually proportionate to the degree of harm that they committed. And third of all, I have clearly proven to you why in both cases they're gonna die anyways, and it is no regret for us to do the same thing. And fourth of all, I have clearly proven to you why this thing will benefit the society by the end of the day. So we have clearly proven to you that this motion should stand simply because of our burden of proof, as it is the right thing to do. With that, we beg to propose. Thank you.